From Baltimore to Bangladesh, Ocean Conservancy leads the world's most astounding grassroots cleanup effort. Every year in September, more than 500,000 people in 100 countries remove millions of pounds of trash from beaches and waterways all over the world.
The Ocean Conservancy coordinates it on a global basis, and Audubon coordinates it for Rhode Island.
Audubon Society became interested and started the Coastal Cleanup Project in Rhode Island 26 years ago. We started out with 5 locations, and this year we had 85.
The International Coastal Cleanup is one of the largest and most effective volunteer-based conservation projects in the world.
Today, there are 400,000 people sitting around, just what we're doing, learning about what it is that we just did.
Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, church groups, garden clubs, all kinds of people get together and come out for this event.
That's been a wonderful response of citizens of Rhode Island caring about their shoreline.
Hi, I'm Ray Gallison, and this is Frederick and Colin that are working with me. We're at the Bristol Narrows, which is part of the Waipoisa Trust, so I'm also part of my neighborhood. A lot of people come fishing here from other parts of the state and other states, and unfortunately they haven't been very cooperative in helping us to keep this clean.
By cleaning up the shorelines, concerned citizens are doing their part to help make the ocean more resilient to the harmful effects of climate change, pollution, overfishing, and damaged habitats. And it's a good thing, because trash in the ocean is one of the most widespread pollution problems we face. Yet it's entirely preventable.
Yeah, if you notice, on either side here, somebody is going out of their way to drive a car in here and dump windows, broken windows and sashes over here. There are steps and building material on that side. That 6 months ago when we cleaned this out was not here. So that means that someone is using this constantly as a dump.
We also have a lot of cups and straws and food wrappers and that kind of thing. We get a lot of those.
What have we been picking up a lot of? Cigarette butts, right?
Yeah, and beer bottles.
Cigarette butts and beer bottles, and that's it's uncalled for.
Cigarette butts are number 1. They may not be in weight, but they certainly are in number. We found about 49,000 last year.
The yearly cleanup effort is extremely organized. Every volunteer has a job to do, and they work hard to get it done.
With one person has the data sheet and they're taking the data, another person holds the bag, and another person is picking up trash. And not only do they pick up the trash, they record what they find on data sheets that are provided by the Ocean Conservancy.
We have filled out cards. Those cards will be taken by our beach captain. He will tally everything. Put it into an envelope. We'll make copies of it too. We'll keep one copy of everything. Send it in to Audubon.
Those are sent off to the Center for Marine Conservation, which is now known as the Ocean Conservancy in Washington, D.C.
And then in 6 months we will have a report ready that we can take a look at just our place in comparison to every other place on this side of the bay, in comparison to every other place that's picked up in Rhode Island, every other place picked up throughout New England, every other place picked up in the United States.
That data is then collected, compiled, and used to issue a comprehensive report on marine debris for the entire planet.
All of the data collected by the volunteers is analyzed to produce a breakdown of the types of trash in each location. But just how is all of this information used?
The data from the International Coastal Cleanup is useful to show how much of a problem illicit dumping or careless dumping of our litter is.
Trash can be a hazard for wildlife. There's certain kinds of trash, in particular monofilament fishing line. It's very hazardous. Lots of animals will get entangled in it. The International Coastal Cleanup is one of the only ways we actually have data on how many animals are getting entangled. And what we find, certainly for Rhode Island, is that almost everything that we find that's entangled is in fishing line.
So we began a volunteer project to have boxes created to go at fishing sites where people could deposit their unwanted line, and then that material is recycled.
Together, our efforts mean that next year we hope to pick up fewer pounds of garbage
think over the years the project has increased people's awareness of the shore.
This is a town-owned property here now by the Way Poised Trust, and it's just a gorgeous area for the town of Bristol. And it's a great nature preserve. There's a lot of fish that are in here, striped bass, tautog. This year we've been seeing a lot of blue crab, and then we've been also seeing a lot of bluefish that are starting to come back here, which is really, really helpful to the area.
We have many more volunteers, but much less tonnage of litter.
This is a preserve so that we can come back in and study it piece by piece, level by level, document it, and make it available for everybody.
People often think of the environment as being something out there and separate from themselves. We all live in the environment. It's all around us. Our environment is our air and the soil and the water that we're in contact with every day.
With the hands-on help of people like you, we're restoring the health and beauty of our beaches and waterways here in Bristol.
Next year, if anybody wants to get involved, just go to the Audubon website, www.asri.org, and find out about the cleanups near you. So come on out and join the coastal cleanup and show that you care and you can do something. Everybody can do something. And you get free t-shirts if you come on the cleanup.